Hello guys, this is Dr. Base here for the Zero motorcycle product modification, every kind of technical things you want to talk about. And today I thought it would be interesting for you to know that the digital charger actually can take DC voltage at their input. In fact, there's a lot of switching power supply that can take DC at the input because the input is using a rectifier at the input, and some of those will just have the DC to cross the bridge rectifier diodes and continue up to the input of the DC-DC circuit. So that's great, and the digital chargers also are in the same. In fact, they work with DC input. So I wanted to show you an example of that. You know, my Zero is using 4 digital charger units, 3 on the pan on the motorcycle, the pan that I designed, and also the front charger that is working very well. So I have a power supply here that you can see. This is power team of 1000 watt, and it actually output 85 to 86 volt at 9.3 amp. And I have the cycle analyst here that I'm using for monitoring the input and output for load. So it's about 800 watt that I've programmed using the Bluetooth apps. And if you follow that wire, you see it goes right here. This is the AC input of all my 4 digital chargers. I have made this adapter here. And this one is for connecting the regular J plug or the Tesla plug here that I have with the other connector. So not both of the input can be connected at the same time. So it's impossible to get electric shock here or here while one of those is used. So it's working well. And the fan that you can hear here is the fan for the front unit that I added here, because it doesn't have the belly pan to cool it. It only have the heatsink. So I've installed those 2 IP68K water ingress level fan. So those are perfect for water, for every kind of debris. They will take that. I've ordered these from DigiKey. So now let's go back to the DigiNow. So what you see here is the cycle analyst that I've installed. The state of charge is actually 53%, and the input DC current that goes into the Zero is 500 watt. And you saw that I have 800 watt. And this is normal because at that DC voltage, 85 volt is pretty low, and the efficiency of those charger is not made for that. So I have 800 watt while I have 500 watt output. But what is interesting, and now check this out, is that if you want a very flexible charging solution, this means that you can charge from another Zero, just like Terry Hirschner did in one of his last trip. He showed that he can be connected to another Zero through the controller connector that he added to that. So in fact, it can recharge his Zero from another Zero using the DC output of that first Zero that goes into the digital chargers. But that's not all. If you want to charge on a 12 volt battery, it's even possible. Let me show you how. If you buy one of these cheap Chinese boost converter, this is a 1500 watt, and you apply 12 volt at the input, because this one can take as low as 10, and it can take about 30 to 35 amp input, which means it translates at 12 volt for about 400 watt to 500 watt input, and it's about 95% efficiency, or maybe just a little bit lower, like let's say 90% from what I've read. So you have about 400 watt going to this output DC up to 97 volt that you can plug into the digital charger AC DC input, and so you will have a 12 volt power source that can charge your Zero. So if you're in very emergency situation and you only have cars around you that don't have any inverter for converting to the AC, you can use a 12 volt, and that is very compact. I have a couple of these already, not the same voltage range, but I will order one certainly. This is $32, so it could be a great solution for slow charging but emergency charging as well. So thanks for watching. I hope you appreciated this video, and that's another solution you can use for your Zero. Bye bye.